Here's Gibson to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Play action, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Niners had 8-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down. Here's Mitchell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 27, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got a man complete. The 30, the 20, 10.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here we go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Fedarian Mathis bringing him down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
11.
Now Garoppolo. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, A long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even give up the defensive touchdown.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas.
And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Wentz. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
There we go, there we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. the handoff. Mitchell.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
21.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Gibson.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And he definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
One, Omaha.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
A give to Gibson running right.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
46 down, where's my ball?
From just shy of midfield, Wentz.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here
The
we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
They find some open field here.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good play.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Faking the handoff. Howell.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Commanders,
it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.